What is up, everyone? This is Miguel. Thanks for checking out my video. This is my first video for my TEW 2016 TCW YouTube series. Been meaning to make a video for a while, so just thought I'd give it a go. I'm going to be playing as TCW, and my user character would be Peter Michaels. So, yeah, long-time ring announcer for SWF, and now is going to be owner and honor authority figure. It's going to be like a fair authority figure, not too involved, but it's going to be there. So let's get right to it. I've actually already done a lot of kind of behind the scenes stuff, so I'll go over that in just a second. First thing is, of course, lower the match ratio because it's just way too high. You need some angles in there. I am going to be starting a women's division right off the bat. Not signing really anybody to a written contract, more doing a paper appearance sharing with AAA, because I think that's the smart way to go. Let them develop on their terms, and then also use them on our show. I think I changed a few of these to low. I have to double check on that. So that's part of it. I already fixed up all the production, so I upgraded everything there. Another thing we did was I added TCW Saturday Night Showcase as a B show on the Pop Network, and they also switched over TCW Total Wrestling from the Pop Network to USA 1, I believe. So got a lot more reach, and that's what brought this down quite a bit, because that costs $1.8 million to break that contract. So I think it'll be worth it, and I think we'll make it up. So let's just go ahead and check out the creative meeting here. Franchise players, you've got Rocky Golden, who is our figurehead. So kind of like a Tanahashi John Cena mix. Really good. Wolf Hawkins, #1 heel, young, great, future of the company. Sammy Block was really good. RDJ, who is in a slight decline, I believe about 5 years in time decline. And then Aaron Andrews, who's very good and who's only going to get better, and he's going to be kind of the undeserving champion for now. Next big things, we just got Jay Cord, who has an attitude problem, but he's really, really good, so I'm hoping we can maybe fix him up, have him get mentored by somebody who's a good influence, and then we'll go from there. Hot prospects, got Jay Cord, Mighty Mo, Titan, and then Jerry McCordy and Elliot Thomas, who we'll see what happens with them, but they'll probably be in developmental for a while. Talk, we've got RDJ, Sammy Block, Rocky Golden, Eddie Peak, who I have I plan to use much more as a monster this time around, and then Wolf Hawkins. Showstoppers, the usual Sammy Block, Wolf Hawkins, you've got Benny Benson in there, and Jay Cord and Aaron Andrews. Ring Generals, you've got Joe Bryan and Brent Hill, who are on a pretty bad decline, both of them, so they'll be teaching some of our younger guys, Wolf Hawkins, Brian Vesey, and Jay Cord. And nobody starts with any momentum. 10 decline again, Brent Hill and Joe Bryant's 10 and 9 years past their prime, so they'll probably be retiring soon. RDJ is about 5, Vesey, who's at about 4, and 3 or 4, and then Nate Johnson was at 3. The other kind of behind the scenes stuff that I've already done is gone through and started to change everybody's gimmicks, who's poor or below. So don't want any poor ones. And of course, if you're going to be doing one of these, always change Nate Johnson's gimmick before you start, because he is not suited for it, and I don't know why they started him with one not suited for it, but if you look at that, it's just not there's no reason for it, so let's fix that. Teams, I'll be doing a lot of testing to see who's got chemistry, but you've got your champions, the behemoths, big lumbering guys. A goodbye on their menace. Got the new wave who are very good and thankfully not on time to climb. Fine Fortune, Young Babyface Team, Canadian Animals, Young Mini Party Stable, and the Elite, who are probably going to be training up a lot of these guys. And we'll see if we can find another couple of tag teams. Announcers, I left them as they are originally. You got Azaria and Rhodes for the A show and the events, and Dokes and Saunders on Saturday Night Showcase to kind of get them some experience. See what happens there. Storylines. Go ahead and try to start from the top. Got the Aaron Andrews Rocky Golden, where Andrews has won the championship from Golden in the 4-way, but didn't beat him, and now he's kind of the unworthy champion. We're gonna quote unquote with that story. American Buffalo versus RDJ, where Buffalo beat up RDJ, took him out of action for 2 months, and now RDJ is back to try to get vengeance. Bach and Bassi, Bassi beating up Sammy Bach, sending him to the hospital, coming back a month later. Sammy Bach coming back a month later. So we'll see that. Taylor and Hawkins, who are both young up-and-comers, trying to see who's going to be, their parent. And then striking a core where you've got Jake Horde and Mighty Mo, who apparently have been in the feud for a long time. And I should be wrapping that one up pretty soon. And we'll start a few more storylines along the way. So next big event is a historic Malice in Wonderland, so that's a big one. And then of course our version of WrestleMania is Total Mayhem. And then you've got all this other stuff going on there. And you've got house shows, so we'll see what happens with that. Championships, we have Aaron Andrews as the World Heavyweight Champion. Mark Speed, who we'll see how he does, but not the greatest, as the International Champion. And then tag champs for Killer Shark and Titan. And I probably will be adding a women's championship very, very soon to be decided, probably a Malice in Wonderland. So from that, just go over the roster real quick, and I'm going to go by push, so main eventers and down. So Aaron Andrews, main eventer, so it's at about a 73. It's at a 73 overness. Very good. And, with the right push, he's going to get a lot better. Bassi, who's legendary badass. Age starting to catch up with him, but he's still very good. Psychology, safety, basics. It's all good there. Taylor, we'll see. I want to change this picture because that picture makes me think he's not real good. But yeah, young, fan favorite. Not the best on the mic, but we'll see if we can work on that. RDJ, it's a veteran, inspirational leader who inspires the locker room. It's also very good. I'm sorry, I forgot to go over the overness of these guys. So 84 for RDJ, 70 for Taylor, and Bessie's at a 78 average in US. Rocky Golden, who is our most over, 91 overness, so we're going to exploit that. Good psychology, good basics, star quality, 100. I mean, that's our star right there. Sammy Bach, 75 overness, very good. Everywhere around, also very good star quality and sex appeal. And then Wolf Hawkins, who's our young ace, who we'll see if we can maybe have him be our next figurehead after Rocky is done. Which got good basic psychology, star quality, everything you look for. Upper mid card, you've got American Buffalo, who is managed by Floyd Goldwillie, who I kind of see as a cross between Heyman and Larry Sweeney. So hopefully he'll be entertaining. He's very much a menace guy, bulky, big heavyweight, pops about 65, and not in time decline this time, so that's a good thing. Benny Benson, who's kind of that bubbly baby face, and he's at 65 overness, and he is actually pretty good seller and all of that good stuff. Ponzarelli, who I always thought was a little bit weird, also not on time decline even though he's 40, so that's good. That love doctor kind of gimmick, um, pretty good, and he is a muscular heavyweight, so he's pretty big there. So he does have some menace and sex appeal and all that. Eddie Peak, who, darn it, the cycle was really poor, so I'm going to be changing him to Raging Bull, just like something that takes advantage of his menace, because that's pretty high. Bulky big heavyweight, and he's a really good brawler, hardcore. We'll see if we can find somebody for him to tangle with. Human Arsenal, who, again, 40 and not in time to find. I got really lucky on this. It's a machine, great, and he is very good basic psychology, chain mat wrestling, submissions kind of person. So kind of a technician, even though he's the regular wrestler. Let's just go with Trochanetto first. It's a Needle-maniac, young, great basic psychology. It's all good. He'll be in the mix up on the top. We got Scott, who's one half of the new wave. Who I could have sworn I changed his gimmick already, but I did not. So I'll figure that out in a second. He's actually performs really, really well in the ring for me a lot of the times. His individual performance will be higher than you would think of him. It's got a 63 pop there. Let's go with his tag team partner first. He's a 63 as well. Guide. Again, very good tag team, 100% tag team, so that's a good one. Mark Biggins, who's like this weird, just broke up from a tag team babyface, and he's good, but I don't really see him as a top guy, but we'll see how he does. Brent Hill, who is a wrestling heel, very good technician and extremely good psychology and basics, and yep, he's going to be training a lot of our guys, getting some wins over some young guys to train him, and taking some L's for some of our guys to make use of his popularity. He's at about a 60, yeah. Chance Fortune, half of a tag team. We'll see how he does, but yeah, he's young and he could use a little bit more polishing. Not the greatest microphone, but I'll see about getting him a manager. Huggins is actually really good. He does better than you'd think his stats would do. He's at a 60 as well. Cocky Youth, and his manager is LCH, who is his sister. So go with that. Giantana, who's kind of like a big Rikishi-ish type of person. Got that obese super heavyweight charisma going for him, and he does have some menace. And he's at a 64. Not the greatest in ring skills, but not bad. Kind of went over Jake Horde, who, gosh, if he didn't have that attitude problem, he would be the next world champion. But we'll see if we can fix his attitude problem. Very, very good all over. A-star quality, good on the mic, and decently over 60. So we'll work on that. Joe Bryant, again, he's very much a 62 overness, but he's very much a technical, old school guy. Safety, basics, I mean, just really good. And go with that. Mark Speed, who's failed to impress me on all my other saves, but we'll see how he goes. He's pretty good. He's terrible in the mic, so we'll see about getting him a manager. And go with that. And then Mighty Mo, who's a young, very good in the ring with a ton of potential. And he's at a 59 awareness. Alright, for the rest, we've got Darryl Divine, half of Divine Fortune, who's kind of an underdog, 52 overness, and good, and, you know, has some room for improvement. We'll see if we can get him there. Dazzling Dave Diamond, who always looks to me like he's going to be really good, and then he kind of underperforms for me, but we'll see about this time. A good brawler, and his stamina's pretty terrible, though. He almost always gets dinged for stamina. So we'll see what happens there. Pop's about 54. Headstone, the other half of the Canadian Animals, he always overperforms as well. 58 overness, and he usually does pretty well in the ring. Decent charisma, so. And his manager is Vita. And so we've got that 4-man group of Headstone, the Huggins, and Vita as the Canadian Animals, and we'll see what happens with them. Killer Shark, who's that muscular super heavyweight. See him kind of like a huge Batista kind of person. Okay in the ring, but his main thing, of course, is his menace, because he is menacing as heck. 52 overness. And then Titan, 54 overness, and decent in the ring, decent enough. Not a good selling. I almost always get a selling and stamina penalty for him, so we'll see how that goes. Openers, we've got Eddie Chandler, who's actually better in the ring than his stats, so actually very good in the ring. He always performs really well. Kind of a shame he's a little on the older side, because he's really good. 44 overness there, and his tag team partner was Nate Johnson, also very good in the ring, very good to train up. He's on a slight decline, but I won't hold that too much against him. And we've got a 42 popularity. Flying Jimmy Fox, who's kind of like a dancing pool, kind of like a Scotty 2 Hottie. And so he's got a 54 overness. Pretty good in the ring, good flashiness scenario. And yeah, we'll see how he develops. And Matt Hawking, who's young and usually tends up to get really good stats there. Good star quality, 6 appeal for someone so young, and he has it a pop 47. Enhancement talent, we've got Elliot Thomas, who's a young lion who's there to kind of job, and he's average right now. And Courtney, who's again average in the ring, and there to kind of take a few losses, get into the training developmental system and see what happens there. That's the other thing. I did open up a developmental called TCW Next Generation, and so that also costs quite a bit of money, so that's why that's happening there. You know, I did all the boring stuff of setting the owner and the booker. That doesn't matter too much, and we'll see about what's going to happen there. I think that's about it. So this is where TCW starts once you get everything kind of ready. So next show will be the next video will be first show. Actually, no, I can kind of show you who I'm hiring, just as a quick little thing, so you've got a little bit of a overview. First of all, Kirk Jameson, he'll be coming in right up to the main roster, and I have big plans for him. Riley McManus is a really good blue chip up and comer who's probably going to be doing a few jobs at first. Queen and Cobra, are going to be sent to developmental. Clark Alexander's going to be coming in as someone who can use his popularity to kind of train up some of the younger people. Smooth, Whitehead are going to be in developmental. Singh and Air Tech Week so are going to be coming in to do a few jobs for us on the heel side. Ferrera's going to be in developmental. And we've got the beginnings of our women's division. We've got Cherry Bomb, J-Ro, Snow, Sarah New York, Lamise, McFly, and Flame. So these are the people I'm going to bring in. I think the only person I brought in on a written was Tamara McFly. Everyone else, and Laura Flame, I think. Let me double check. Oh, we'll figure it out in a little bit, but yeah, she's a very, very young rookie with potential, and then you've got that. And I'm going to be starting it off with a little bit of a quick tournament and crowning the champion at Mouse in Wonderland. Okay, so hope you enjoyed that. And you can actually, maybe use this a little bit as your guide if you're going to be doing TCW and kind of want to know where to start. You can go from there. One last thing, national battles. We don't want to lose the national battles, so we'll be doing the standard thing that I think everybody knows what I'm talking about, to bring in to not lose that for a short term. And we'll go from there. And the other thing I fixed was our backstage rules. Some of the backstage rules were just silly, like no alcohol, no outsiders, dress code. We don't need any of that. And I will be bringing in a few more locker room leaders to try to get that up. You never want that under 70. So, and okay, and yeah, I just requested a working agreement with AAA, and they should get back to me. They usually accept, so it shouldn't be a big problem. And I am the owner / booker, so I don't really need to worry about owner goals. That's about it for right now. So thanks for watching, and I'll keep your eyes out for the next video, which is going to be the first episode of TCW Total Wrestling. Thanks.